Hi everybody and welcome to this new video of presentation of Kaizen indicator system. In this video we will start to know the production module of Kaizen indicator system, exploring the usage of the product manager interface. Let's click on the product manager menu to access this interface. This interface is particularly useful when we are creating a standard repetitive products for our company. The structure of these products is stored on Kaizen indicator systems database, and for future orders you won't need to create it from scratch, but you can simply recall the product from the products list. The Kaizen indicator system product structure has two levels. The first level is the product family and the second level is the product itself. To effectively show this interface, we're going to create a new product. So let's click on Add a Product Family and put as the name of a new product family, for example, lightweight frames. It was still there. And as description, lightweight frames description. And then we click on Add a Product Family. Okay, now we can see the new product family has been added to the list. And by clicking on the magnifier, we can see the details of this product family that now is obviously empty. We can see the name, description, and revision, and we can edit it or delete it. The next thing we can do is to add products to this product family. And we have two ways to add a product. We can add a new product by adding a blank production process, so it will add an empty product, or we can copy an existing production process by selecting the product model from the drop-down menu, and then we can choose what items of the existing product we want to copy. In this tutorial, we are creating an empty production process, so we are clicking on the Add a new blank production process icon. Page is reloading, and we can see on the left, on the middle left of the page, that a new product has been added to the products list, and its default name is new default version. Then on the lower part of the screen, it has been opened a board where we will define the details of our new product. First thing we can do is to change the name and description of the new product we created. Okay, so we can call it sporting chassis, and as description we can put lightweight and sport chassis. Let's save, and page is going to reload. We can see now that the name of the product in the product list has been changed with the new name we chose, and also the workboard for our product is still open. Now it is time to create a production process. To create a production process, we can start adding tasks, assign working time to tasks, and then link tasks between them. We have two ways of adding tasks. We can choose an existing task from this drop-down menu, or we can add a new task by clicking on this icon. In this tutorial, we will do both the ways. Now let's start adding tasks. First task is cutting the iron for our frame. This ball is the representation of the task. In the middle of the ball, you have the name of the task. Then you can see other parameters as the cycle time and the number of operators assigned to this task. Now let's click on the toolbox icon to change some parameters. a new screen will be open, and from this screen we can change the name of the task or the description of the task, and also we can add the cycle time by defining the number of operators, and then we can define the setup and the cycle time. Let's put, for example, a setup time of 2 hours and a cycle time of 15 minutes, and then save. What is the difference between setup time and cycle time? Setup time is independent of the quantity of the items that our customer is ordering or we are manufacturing, while the cycle time will be multiplied by the number of pieces of products we are planning in production. Okay, let's close the screen and we can see that the new cycle time has been added to the task. Let's go on by adding all the tasks to our process. Let's add the bending task and define the working times for the bending. We have a setup of 1 hour and a cycle time of 45 minutes, and then click save. You can close this interface. We see the 45 minutes of cycle time. Now we can link the two tasks by defining a relation of what task needs to be performed before of the other task. To do this, we clicked on the chain icon on a task, and now on the interface opened, we can see in the middle the name of the task we are connecting with other tasks. On the left, we can choose what are the preceding tasks for this one, and on the right, we can choose the following task for cutting. Now we can say that bend is a following task for cut. The system links the two tasks between them by adding this line. And what does this mean? This means that we can't perform bend before that cut is ended, before the cutting task is over. It is a strong link. The other parameter that now we can modify is the pause time between the two tasks that is in the middle of the line. By clicking on this time, we can change this parameter. What does this parameter mean? It is a parameter that it is useful when the following task does not start immediately at the end of the previous task. As for example, when we have to move some material between one workstation and another workstation. Okay, let's save, and we can see that this parameter has been changed. Okay, now let's go on completing this production process by adding the weld task. We connect bending with weld. Okay, and we can change the working time for welding. Now let's put for welding setup time of 0 and a cycle time of 2 hours. Okay, there's an error. We didn't choose the 2 hours. Evidently, yes, in fact, in here it is 0. We can delete the cycle time and add a new cycle time. Okay, now the cycle time is correct. Another task is missing, a new task that it is not in the drop down list, so we are going to create a new task that is the picking of the materials from the warehouse. Now we are going to edit information of the new task that it is called new default process by default. It is called picking, pick of materials from warehouse as description. Let's save. Page is reloading. Okay, and the task name has been changed. Now we can define a working time for this new task, and we put that it has only a cycle time of 15 minutes. Okay, and the setup time was 0. Okay, close it. Now we're linking this task to the whole production process, and we can say that we must perform picking before then bending. Okay, now let's order the task, and we define the complete structure of this production process. We defined a production process where we can perform in parallel the cut and picking task, and both must be over until we can start to execute the bending task. At the end, we can perform the welding task, but only when bend is over. Okay, now that we completed the structure of the production process, we must configure the implementation of this process in our environment. So what does this mean? We have to tell to the system the department in which we want to execute, realize this product, and then we have to tell to the system in which workstation we want to perform each of these tasks. Okay, let's start by clicking on Assign Department to Production Process. It will open an interface where we have the detail of the product and we have the list of the departments. We click the checkbox of the department where we want to execute this product. Let's remember that we can choose one or more departments. Okay, once we clicked on the checkbox, the icon toolbox will be shown and we will click on it to assign tasks to workstations. In the interface that it is opened, we can see the detail of the product, another time the department we chose, and then we can see the list of tasks, and for each one of these we now have to choose in which workstation we want to execute it. Now the cut task will be performed on cut workstation. In the lower part there is a graph where the workload of each workstation is shown, and it is the workstation for one piece of product. Okay, we send bend, then weld, and for each assignment we can see how the workload changes. And then at the end, picking is made in the warehouse. Okay, and this is the complete graph. We can see that welding workstation has a workload bigger than the other workstations. Okay, now the production process creation is completely defined, and let's summarize what we just did in this video. By the product manager interface, we can manage the product families of our company. By clicking on the magnifier, we can assess the details of our product family, and once we check in this interface, we can choose to edit an existing product for this product family or add a new product to this product family, and we can do this in two different ways: by adding a new product or by copying an existing product. Then what we need to do is to define the production process of the product by choosing the tasks to be performed, linking them together, and defining the working times. Once we did this step, we have to assign the product to one or more departments, and then we have to tell the system in which workstation we want to perform each one of the tasks. The standard product presentation video ends here. As we saw, it is a very simple and visual procedure. Thank you for your attention, and let's see you in the next video, where we will be planning our production both for standard and custom products.